Zenana, Z-E-N-A-N-A. In the Islamic context, it is called harem. Yeah, harem. Whenever you see an Islamic palace, even in India, in the Mughal palaces, they are called harem. But in the Hindu palaces, since it was a Hindu Maharaja, this area was called Zenana, Z-E-N-A-N-A, meaning the same idea of the harem. They were protected by eunuchs. Men from outside were not allowed, and it was totally ruled by women. And there was somebody who was in charge of the harem, lady of the harem, the most important woman in the family. Sometimes it was decided by the age, the elderly would be there, and sometimes it was decided by who is the hot favorite of Maharaja. Sure. And that could vary from time to time, because the Maharajas could not fix their mind on one woman for a long time. So, and of course the tradition of marrying several Maharanis, several wives, was not pertaining to religion, was nothing religious. Hinduism didn't have anything to do with that. It was basically the power, the politics. Because the Maharajas, when they married for political reasons. So wherever they married in the other kingdom, the princess of the other kingdom, they had the political alliance with them. So as many wives, as many political alliance. And as powerful Maharaja, as many wives he could fetch. So that is how the marriages were. Otherwise, as per the Hindu way, as our scripture says, we are supposed to marry once in our lifetime. Which is, even the spouse dies, both men and women, you are supposed to live with the memory of that spouse. It applies to man also. Same way. But our legal way in India says you can have one spouse at a time, whether man or a woman. Second one is illegal. Now this is the palace of one of the wives, Maharanis. This was like a patio, a veranda, living room, bedrooms on that side. This is an open area that we had in the middle. And the bathrooms and the toilets were always away from the living area. As per the Hindu concept of living, we have a Hindu architectural science called Vastu-Shastra. As per the Vastu-Shastra, which is the literature of architecture, as per that, bathrooms and toilets should never be mixed with the living area. Even today, our grandparents who are, if they are alive, my grandmother passed away less than a month back. She died when she was 96. So she lived her life. So whenever she used to come to Delhi to my apartment, my place, she would always get married by seeing so many things. And number one would be, how come you people have bathrooms attached to your bedrooms? So unhygienic. This is so unhygienic, basic concept of hygiene, sanitation, it defies that. So it shouldn't be attached to your bedroom. So I mean, who can explain to them that it is convenience now and still we can maintain hygiene? But in the olden days they were very particular, and those had to be away from the bedroom. That is why you don't see bathrooms here. They're all in one place.
Is this part of a bed?
No, not really. Now they have just placed something here. Could be the other side of the bed, because they don't explain anything right now. Whatever is the bedroom, so opening into one courtyard over here. So these 12 apartments belong to the 12 wives of Maharaja Man Singh. Maharaja Man Singh was the king who built this palace in the mid 1500s, and each and every, just a second, from the office. हाँ जी राठौर साहब कितने हो? मैं जराना में यहाँ आपने अपनी एक्सपर्टीज दिखाई। अच्छा बोलना मत मेरे घर पे साथ।
Yeah, that's it. Just 10 steps.
वैसे मुझे देखो मत, आज आग लग जाएगी, पूरा हमें आग लग गई है, मुझे मत ही देखो। Official.
There's a lot of unofficial.
Yes, got it. There are a lot of unofficial wives. And these official wives, each one of them had one of their apartments each, built on universal pattern, almost same pattern, similar pattern. Maharaja didn't want to have to do with any kind of a dispute between his official wives. So they had like a veranda, a patio, bedrooms and an open area and a staircase connecting the palace of the Maharaja on the upper floor. Maharaja's palace was up here and all around, even the side where there is no palace, there were galleries going all around. And each and every apartment of the Maharanis were connected with the staircase from inside. So if Maharaja Mansingh has to go to apartment number 6, he does not have to declare it to the rest of the Maharanis. Because if he has to declare, he'll come here first in the courtyard and then he will enter into the gateway. He didn't have to do that. He could come through the staircase from his palace inside to inside. And the rest had no idea. But that's what we think, that rest had no idea. Because the zananas and the harems were always the places of intrigues, were always the places of gossiping, conspiracies. I mean, there's no fun. I mean, if in a zanana, in a harem, no gossiping is happening, no conspiracy is happening. So the Maharanis would have their spies fixed as to please look if Maharaja has visited a family, a wife for more than 5 times and 6 times. Hello. Constantly looking at me. So if the Maharaja, that little bit baby, if the Maharaja has visited a wife or wife number so and so 5, 6, 7 times in a row, what's cooking? What's going on? So have an eye on her. So the palaces, zananas were always very, very interesting places. Were never boring. Maharaja Mansingh, who was the king here, he was brother-in-law of the Mughal Emperor Akbar. And that was a historic event that happened in the history of India. Had never happened before, which is that the Muslims, the Mughals were Muslims by religion, and these Maharajas were Hindu. They always maintained a distance as to never married each other. But politics takes a seat above everything, above religion. If you compare religion and politics, sometimes religion overtakes, sometimes politics overtakes. In India, politics overtook. Akbar was a very liberal king that we have discussed at Humayun's tomb earlier. And he respected Hindus because he wanted to be a part of Indian society. And he knew, unless and until he makes a place in the heart of the Hindus, he won't make a place in India himself. So he adopted liberal friendly policy. As a part of that, he started marrying the Hindu princesses. The very first one that ever happened in the mid-1500s. So Akbar, being a Muslim king, ruling from Agra, married the Hindu princess from Amber, Mansingh's sister. So that way, Mansingh also agreeing to it was a big step amongst the Hindu Maharajas. Because the other Hindu Maharajas initially looked down upon him. That how cheap you are, how mean you are. You married your daughter to a Muslim, the ones who eat beef. Your daughter is going to be converted to Islam. But no, she was not converted to Islam. She remained a Hindu all her life. Akbar had that gesture, liberal gesture that he extended. She remained a Hindu all her life, practiced Hinduism all her life. And that is how the message was sent across of harmony, religious harmony. So Akbar and these kings from Amber are responsible for a lot of religious harmony that we have in India now. So then Akbar, being related to this place, used to very often visit this place and had very nice relationship with the Maharajas over here. So we will have 15 to 20 minutes here because the upper apartments are very interesting. You can go by the steps, take pictures and then come back here. We'll meet right here. At the moment I have 20 past 10 in my watch. 40 past 10 we leave from here. Okay? Okay.
Looks just like my wife.
She aged very gracefully. She passed away 2-3 years ago, and this is how she looked probably a year before she passed away. She aged very gracefully.
I'm sorry, who's that?
Maharani Gayatri Devi, the last Maharani of the city of Jaipur. She has written her autobiography, A Princess Remembers, and that is one of the most easy read and highly recommended book to read about India. It is about the Maharajas, their lifestyle, and the way the transition happened when they had to give away the kingdoms and become part of the Indian Union, and how they felt and what they did. She was also a member of parliament in the opposition to Mrs. Indira Gandhi. So her life was a roller coaster kind of a thing. Very, very interesting. And that book is available here for 695 rupees, which is like 700.
I'm like, what's the angle here?
But they do.
But then I realize they do. They offer to hold your package. If you're standing, they'll hold your package.
Okay.
But you're scared, right? Well, how come you're? Someone has to be on. Hey! So you want to listen?
Yeah. They are our money managers, private.
Yeah, they have a big one.
They're based in Seattle.
Yeah, this is back in the Middle East.
बात मत करो चलने दो जाम तो उसको देखिए आठ गाड़ी गई वो जबरदस्त के साथ शादी में जाना क्या
So we don't want to have to worry about anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. They are. Is that all?
That's for money. Yeah, yeah.
और आगे तेरी
It's a mutual and my daughter's boyfriend is in a band and he plays.
गाड़ी लगाई नहीं है आड़ी कर दिया
So whenever we go away, we try to bring him back something. Well, that's good. Typical. So you have 3 children, 2 daughters. 2 daughters. Okay. You're lucky. I only have 12, but you have a choice.
हाँ
You have a daughter. Daughter is
हाँ भी तुम्हें गेट में कार गया भी कौन है
Yeah, ours are not.
हाँ भी बनाया भी नहीं साड़ी वाला गेट गया
They're like leaving India alone.
1.5 घंटे मैं अभी कार गया नीचे मैं नीचे आया गेट में कार भागा मैं मोड़ कर आया
I know. We are very close with them. Yeah.
We travel a lot. We spend 2 summers in London, one in Tokyo, one in
My son got married. 7 years ago. I went to Israel. Oh yeah. Those big yeah. More explore. Yeah. He said I like with a girl. But then I those got accepted by those guarantee a spot. And I said, the only question.
अरे एक ऊपर रहा गाड़ी है अभी खाली कराई गाड़ी है खाली कराई गाड़ी है
So I said, are you going to propose? It's been 7 years. And she is applying the